Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care Center, Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair, United Plumbing, and Anchor Point Roofing and Siding. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there, good morning to you. It is Wednesday. We're glad you're with us, and we're going to tell you about some news from around the Ozarks.
Yes, of course, Election Day was yesterday. Polls closed at 7 o'clock last night. The two biggest issues, Amendments 4 and 5, both failed. Amendment 4 would have made it more difficult for citizens to get a constitutional amendment passed. Voters rejected those proposed changes. And Amendment 5 would have phased out the state income tax. Again, voters rejected that. So those two big ones said no. Voters said no to both. Springfield firefighters are expanding access to the overdose reversal drug Naloxone after a strong community response to a pilot program. Free Naloxone is now available around the clock at all 13 fire stations through some new distribution boxes. The first 3 locations were replenished within days because of high demand, which is very sad if you think about that high of demand to have to replenish the whole box of, you've seen, or I've seen them, like they look like a kind of like a vending machine, but the program is part of the fire department's effort to reduce overdose deaths by making that medicine more readily available.
I wonder if it's people, like there's a need for it, or people are just stockpiling it. You know what I mean? So people just go into the fire station and grabbing all of them. I don't know.
Is my guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know either.
I'm certainly glad that exists, but man, it's a sad state when it's in demand like that, the way that it is.
Yeah.
A city of Springfield says a long-term effort to modernize the city's sewer system is continuing while trying to keep customer rates affordable. More than $112 million has been spent so far on the 15-year, $300 million project to reduce sewer overflows and improve water quality. The city says it has eliminated dozens of chronic overflow locations and continues to upgrade aging infrastructure. OMB Bank and the Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines are awarding $170,000 to a dozen nonprofits and community organizations across Southwest Missouri. The grants will support housing, education, domestic violence services, homeless outreach, youth programs, and economic development. Springfield recipients include Care to Learn, the Springfield Dream Center, Restore SGF, and Victory Mission, to name a few. The fund matched every dollar contributed by OMB at a 3-to-1 ratio to expand the impact of the local investment. So that is good news.
Okay. Springfield Public Schools will break ground tomorrow evening on a new Bingham Elementary School. The nearly $24.5 million project will replace the 70-year-old building that was recently demolished. The new school will feature larger classrooms, improved security, and a storm shelter that doubles as a gymnasium. The completion is expected in August of next year, so about 1 year from now. Bingham students will attend classes at the former Jarrett Middle School in the meantime. Missouri's annual back-to-school sales tax holiday weekend is this weekend, Friday through Sunday. Shoppers can save state and local sales tax on qualifying items like clothing, school supplies, computers, software, graphing calculators, which we have to get some of those, by the way.
I don't even know what that is.
I remember them. I do. Fancy dancy calculators.
Sounds like it.
With most Missouri schools returning later this month, we still got some time here. We got like 20 days left. The tax-free holiday is at a good time. chance to save some money, and it's not too close to the start of the school year.
I love the tax-free holiday. I think that's such a good move for the state. I'm glad the state started making municipalities follow along and do it as well, because it irked me quite a bit when the city and county would not drop their tax. It's 3 days. Let's give people a break. I think you'll be okay.
Yep.
So anyway, it's great. It's not overwhelming savings, but these days, dollars count. People can save money, especially on computers and stuff like that. I think we bought a computer maybe last year during that.
Yeah. 2 years ago, I think, but yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, we took advantage of it one year and it was fantastic. So get out there and take advantage of it this weekend. The carpet shop in Springfield has been sold to Oklahoma City-based Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. The acquisition became official at the end of July following the death of founder Dale Pierce last November. He passed away at the age of 91. The business will continue operating under the Carpet Shop name at its East Seminole Street location. The new owners say customers can expect the same staff and service, along with a broader selection of flooring products.
Okay.
So it's remaining in Springfield, so that's nice. And then this, if you are a burger fan, and who's not, there's a new champion in the national fast food ranking. USA Today readers have named the Habit Burger and Grill's Double Char as the best fast food burger in America. It's actually the second year in a row. I didn't realize it happened last year. It is a flame grilled burger. It finished ahead of In-N-Out and Freddy's and Steak and Shake and Five Guys and all the Whataburger, all the others. The California-based chain has more than 350 locations nationwide, which I didn't realize. That's a lot of locations. Most of them, I think, out west. It's built a reputation on its open flame cooking method.
And the only reason that Ethan put that story in the newscast, considering we do not have a Habit burger locally, is because we recently went on vacation in Sedona, Arizona, and we ate at a Habit, and Ethan went on for days about how good it was.
So did Griffin. Griffin loved his burger.
I mean, I loved it too. I thought it was great, but it's funny because we don't have one here. So normally we would not select that story. It wouldn't make the chopping block,
Well, it made my block
cut off
because I got
very excited.
I got a buddy who lives in Los Angeles, and we watch basketball in Las Vegas once a year, and he got me on to the Habit, and I'm telling you, it's better than In-N-Out. I know there's a lot of people who feel California-y by going to In-N-Out, but the Habit is better than In-N-Out.
Not this girl. Ethan and the kids went to In-N-Out while we were in Arizona, and I said, peace out. And I actually dropped them off at the In-N-Out. I got in my car and I drove to Chipotle.
She did. And there was a Habit down the street, which we didn't know.
Yeah, we did not know that.
That was unfortunate.
Or else
I went to In-N-Out. I took two of the kids to In-N-Out just because we were out there and I felt like we should. It was like a vacation thing.
It's like a rite of passage. Yeah.
I don't love In-N-Out. And the kids were like, yeah, it was all right.
I'm indifferent. It's fine, but I don't think it's anything to write home about.
The Habit is better. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you that right now.
All right. And then finally today is our August 5th, 2026 is our 4-year anniversary for Around the Ozarks.
4 years. How about that? Do we have to clap for ourselves?
Track. Do we have a clap track?
I have.
You guys, that's exciting. 4 years that we've been up to this. And that is hard to believe. We're super thankful for all of you who like to tune in every day. We would truly not be able to do this without your support because it takes support to make a podcast successful. You have to have sponsors and you have to have listeners/viewers.
Yeah, we are grateful. I don't think they got us anything. I don't think they got us a cake. I don't think they got us nothing. They'll probably make this a reel, but I'd rather have cake.
Are you talking about our boss or are you
Yeah.
talking about the
Yeah, the
listener?
powers that be, the man.
Because I was still thinking about the listeners and I'm thinking, how exactly would they give us cake?
No. They give us a part of their lives every day, and we appreciate that. We spend 10 or 15 or sometimes 20 minutes with them in the morning. So I'm grateful for that. But I feel like the powers that be, the man, didn't do squat for our anniversary.
Now that you've said it out loud, I'm sure you're going to guilt them into it. Job well done, babe. Job well done.
I just feel like there's something that should be done.
I know that's what you were trying to do.
You know what
I
I
do
mean?
want to highlight our sponsors real fast. I'm putting up their picture because here they are. The Springfield Greene County Park Board, which we love. Thompson Sales, which we love. Advanced Car Care Center, which we love. Smouse Brothers, we love them as people. They're fantastic. But we have fortunately not needed foundation repair or waterproofing. So that's good news. United Plumbing, we haven't had to call them. And we are super thankful for that. But we expect to have to do that whenever we host Thanksgiving. So we will have them on the docket. And Anchor Point Roofing and Siding, my friends who run that company. And we are just grateful for all of them. And I hope that you will frequent them as you need those services.
Well, here's to another 4 years.
Here we go. Here's this one.
We've enjoyed doing this. We hope you enjoy it as well. We like to be able to bring you the news. We got to do the news, but we don't want to dwell on the terrible stuff all the time. And we know you care when restaurants open and close. So that's what we're about. We're going to tell you all about it, and then a story from time to time.
By the way, Ethan, tell them your tagline that never actually made it, but that you and I say.
You're going to have to give me a little bit more than that.
News that won't make you want to drive off a cliff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Whenever I asked Ethan our goal, what's our goal of this podcast when we were first starting 4 years ago? And he was like, let me think. News that won't make people want to drive off a cliff, except for he was very serious.
Well, it's true. I used to do the late news, and I felt like half the time we're doing all these stories that are going to people are going to bed. They don't want to go to bed feeling like this. Let's do something that's going to make them want to tune in.
Yeah.
And so we did fun stuff. Great debate, sketch, and the Home Depot thing. Yeah. We had fun because there's a time and a place for everything, right? So when you get done with the real news of the day that's local, let's have a good time. Let's give people a reason to watch. So we hope we're doing that here. And I've said enough. I got to get to my real job.
All right.
Even on our anniversary.
Preacher man.
Even on our anniversary. All right. We'll see you.
Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubat Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Conditions across the Ozarks today are starting off fairly mild. We've got temperatures starting out in the low 70s, and we are going to warm today into the mid 90s. So it once again will be a hot one across the Ozarks, but things change in the forecast today. A cold front is on the way, and as a result, we are going to see some shower and thunderstorm chances head our direction. Storm chances return as early as the afternoon hours today, but I think they'll be more widespread in the early evening hours into the overnight hours tonight. A very long cold front is stretched across the country, and it's been slow moving over the last couple of days, creating some rain and some thunderstorm chances for the upper Midwest yesterday. Well, that same system is sinking south into the Ozarks today, and there's some heavy rainfall associated with it as well. Also, a chance for some strong storms. Those occur later today as well into this evening. It's dry, though, to start the day, so if you have to get something done outdoors, go ahead and take advantage of this first half of the day. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to develop primarily along and just east of Highway 65. Central Missouri seeing the better chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. But everyone will see at least an opportunity for some scattered activity as we head into this evening. And if you get underneath one of the stronger pockets, well, it could produce a whole lot of heavy rainfall. A few strong storms are also possible in the forecast, and the risks here appear to be hail and high wind. A handful of strong storms will be on the radar, so be on the lookout for that as we head into this afternoon, this evening, and the overnight hours into the overnight. Areas along and north of I-44 have the best opportunity for some of the strong storms in the forecast. I mentioned the opportunity for hail. I think it's to the size of pennies. Also, wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour are possible here, and localized flooding from heavy downpours. I mentioned the small, heavy downpours that could lead to torrential rains. Just remain weather aware today. If you have anything going on, make sure you have a backup plan indoors. As we get closer to the weekend, we'll hold on to at least an isolated opportunity for some showers and storms through Friday. By the weekend, it starts to dry off again and temperatures get back into the 90s. As a preview, as we head into next week, temps look extreme once again with highs back easily into the mid and upper 90s. We'll see some evening storms tonight. Showers and thunderstorms persist in the forecast on Thursday and Friday. We clear things up on Saturday and Sunday, and it looks like a beautiful summer weekend before school starts here in the Ozarks with temps easily in the low to mid 90s with plenty of sunshine on tap for both Saturday and Sunday. Looks to be even warmer as we head into next week. Around the country, the national news headlines include heat. It's persistent. In the Southwest, they are seeing some totally warm temperatures. We also have locally heavy rainfall possible for much of the Corn Belt today. That's going to be in the national news headlines. And poor air quality from wildfires making headlines for the Pacific Northwest and much of the Great Basin. They've had some air quality issues with many of the fires up there, with evacuations happening in Washington state. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question yesterday was this. Much of California's water supply comes from winter snowfall that melts in the spring and summer. In which mountain range does most of this critical snowpack accumulate? Do you think this comes from A, the Cascade Range, B, the Rocky Mountains, C, the Sierra Nevada, or D, the Coast Ranges? And the answer is C, the Sierra Nevada. So congrats if that was your guess. When Sierra Nevada is low on snowfall, it is bad news for California's water supply, and they see lots of things dry up. All right, it's time for that next trivia question. What is the dense ground level fog that frequently forms in California's Central Valley during the winter months, sometimes reducing visibility to near zero? What do you think that's called? Do you think it's A, the marine layer, B, Tool fog, C, Santa Ana fog, or D, coastal haze? Let me know your guess. Those of you with some California background have had a little bit of an advantage the last couple of days. We've been doing some California weather trivia questions. If you want to take a guess, you can do so at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, and thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Have a great day. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow.